Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Clayton James, and today we are on day number 12 of our 90-day Whole Foods plant-based fitness journey. And today I am out here in beautiful New Mexico, and it is freezing cold outside. It's like 20 degrees. Cold front blew in, and there's supposed to be a little bit of snow. And so I wanted to make something that would warm me up. I also wanted to make something that was a balanced, filling, chakra cleansing, harmonizing, detoxifying meal. And so all of the ingredients that I have combine to include all of that. I wanted something that was going to warm me up, purify me, help me harmonize, feel more energized, and this is what came to mind, so we're gonna go with it. So what I'm making is, it is a pressure cooker stew, and we're gonna use organic vegetable broth. I've got some chickpea rotini pasta and some pearl couscous, and then we're gonna throw in some tomato paste, and I got some broccoli, a quarter of an onion, habanero pepper for, oh, this isn't a habanero, it's a jalapeno pepper for some spice, and then I got a squash, some celery, potatoes, mushrooms, garlic, bell pepper, and carrots. So I have the recipe and the directions listed in the description below if you want to make this recipe for yourself. I would highly recommend it. It is going to be amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and get everything cut up. Before I go chopping all this up, there's something important that I want to tell you about. So I chose this meal. In choosing it, I tuned into my body and selected the foods that I felt my body was asking for what the intention that I set for the meal was, which is alignment. And I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but whatever color the food is usually is the direct correlated chakra that it interacts with. So I just added a little bit of color of all the chakras to get the balance here. But one of the really important things that I want to impress that you try and see what your experience is, because I think it'll be a very positive, beneficial one for you. And that is, if we think of things in terms of the sense that we're all co-creating reality, right? We are all consciousness. Everything is interconnected, so we are connected to our food, right? And our food has its own consciousness. So when we select our food, it is so good to bless your food, to thank it for growing and living its life so that it could sustain and nourish and feed and grow you as you go out and create the experience that you live in your life. And my experience with this, the reason why I'm telling it to you is because I really feel that it positively aids in the digestion and absorption of the food, the breakdown of the minerals and absorption at a cellular level. I believe that there is a level of vibratory level of integration that takes place when we express gratitude for our food before consuming it. Very much in the same way that you would say grace with your family. I just kind of do that in a more direct, personal sense, usually picking up each piece of food that I'm going to eat and taking a moment with it and holding it, touching it, and thanking it for being my food. So that's what I've done with all this food, and I promise you, if you do that, it'll make your food taste so much better. And if you don't believe me, give it a try. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so you want to cut up the celery, mince the garlic, and chop up the onion, and we're going to add all that into the pot and then saute that for about 3 to 4 minutes just so we can release all of the incredible aromas of the garlic and the celery and the onions. And then we'll throw everything else in the pot after we finish cutting up the rest of the vegetables and set it for about 10 minutes, and that's it. Okay, so our vegetables are all sauteed. We're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. I got all the rest of it chopped up right here in front of us. And then I've got half a box of these rotini chickpea pastas, and so that is about 23 grams of protein. And then a quarter of a cup of pearl couscous, and I'll put the ingredient sizes in the description below. So first thing we're gonna do is add 3 cups of vegetable broth, and then we're gonna add a quarter of a cup of organic tomato paste. We'll add our pasta and our couscous, throw in all our vegetables, and then you'll set the pressure cooker level on high for 10 minutes, and then you wanna let it cool down for about 10 minutes, and it'll be all done and ready to go. I am super excited to try this. It looks like it's gonna be amazing. I know it's gonna taste great, and I'm excited for you guys to see how it turns out. All right, everybody, our soup is all done. Doesn't that look amazing? It's a little hot, but we're gonna give it a try. It smells so good. I love the aroma of peppers. Like breathing those fumes in, it just clears out my sinuses. Kind of makes me sweat a little bit, gets me warmed up. I love spicy food though. Anyway, let's see how this tastes. Another masterpiece, of course. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out. And if you are, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, share my videos, and hit the notification bell so you can find out when my next video is coming out. I will be posting a video for the next 77 days of this 90-day challenge. And I hope you try this recipe, enjoy it. All right, everybody, so we just wrapped up day 12 of our 90-day whole foods plant-based fitness journey. I think my progress is going really well, and I've really been enjoying the new recipes I've been discovering. But the one thing that I wanted to talk about today is your stretching routine. And do you have one? And if you don't, why not? You need one, it's important. So I do yoga every morning. It's the first thing that I do in the morning, and I actually have a video describing the sun salutation poses that I will put a link for. And the reason why stretching is important, there's a couple of reasons. One, it really helps you wake up in the morning. The sun salutation poses, it helps release toxins, it helps remove unwanted energy that may have been stored in your muscles, and it's a great way to just get your body going in the morning. Stretching is also really important to release toxins from your blood to help assist in the recovery of your muscles. And so I just wanted to impress upon you that if you haven't considered incorporating a yoga practice into your exercise regimen, I would highly encourage it. There are some great yoga videos online. I have a couple of yoga videos, and it's really easy to learn. The great thing about yoga is that it's all at your own pace. Like there's no rush into folding yourself into a pose and be able to get all the way in it. If you can't touch your toes, then go as far as you can, and eventually you will be able to touch your toes. You know, there are some days when it's difficult for me to touch my toes, and there are other days when I can put my palms flat on the ground in front of me. It just kind of all depends on what kind of stress and anxiety that I'm putting myself through, and you know, what kind of fuel I'm putting in my body. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but I just wanted to mention that if you haven't tried stretching or a yoga routine, that you should consider it, because it's really beneficial for you. It's also a form of active meditation as well. So if you are trying to enlarge or enrich your meditation practice, meditating is not just sitting on the ground and clearing your mind. There are several forms of meditation, and yoga is a form of active meditation. And the great thing about using yoga as a practice for meditation is you are actively engaging in your physical body while at the same time you are emptying your mind and being here fully in the present moment. Like, that is what is intended out of a yoga practice. When you do that, when you feel the stretch, like it gets uncomfortable because you're stretching yourself, you're expanding, you're raising your vibration, and and it helps you stay focused on the now and not let your mind wander off into other things. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that today. If you haven't considered trying it, I really hope you do. I think you will really enjoy the positive benefits that you receive from enlarging and enriching your yoga practice. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video.